Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Suicide Squad, issue number 6. All right, this was a really fun book, but I'm going to give you a bit of a warning. This is a comedy book. It's mostly a comedy book. It's about humor, and Batman shows up in it. So, if you are a huge Batman fan and you like for Batman to be taken seriously, you are not going to like this book. All right? That aside, this was a dope book. I like this. All right, let's get talking about who made this comic book. We'll break into more about the story itself, and I'll tell you what the Batman story actually was, but I'll give you a spoiler warning. Anyway, so this story was written by Tom Taylor. The art is by Bruno Redondo. The colors by Adriano Lucas. The letters by Wes Abbott. Cover by Bruno Redondo and Marcelo Maiolo. And the variant covers by Jeremy Roberts. All right. So the Suicide Squad and the Secret Six, these knuckleheads, they get together and they're trying to get their Cortex bombs removed by some psychopath from Gotham. We find out exactly which psychopath from Gotham this is, even though we've never seen this person before. First appearance, oh my god! We get to find out a little bit more about this person, and it's funny because it's a comedy book. But she's removing all these cortex bombs from their cerebral cortexes, and somehow without anesthetic and without... It is just really weird, man. It is really weird. Whatever. Anyway, right in the very beginning, the early pages, you could see that she's actually just a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? And the bounty goes out. It's like, what was the price of that bounty? Is that like $24 million? Was that it? $24 million? Is that what was being offered? Because that's really wicked, man. And I'm just saying, yeah, 24 mil. Batman sees that and he's like, ooh. And you know what's going through his mind? I can get a new Batmobile with that. You know that's what he's thinking because it's a comedy book, all right? So he goes out, he's going to go after these guys. Now, League of Shadows comes after these guys. We only find out that by default later on, and like these guys, everybody's fighting each other, everybody's kung fu fighting and whatnot. And then you start to find out some serious stuff. How badly some of these guys, specifically Harley and Deadshot, how badly they were screwed by the administration, both past and, well, immediately current, but former now. But anyway, yeah, they just been getting screwed. That is messed up. And it's perfect. It's perfect for this group. Because this is something that I thought about a long time ago, too. How do they know when their time is up? How do they know when their contract service is over, right? Especially if they've been doing good deeds. Like if every good deed gets you, let's say, a year off of prison, and you're finished with your contract, so you should be free now, but you still get stuck doing like 10, 20 more missions. Let's say you do 25 more missions, and it's 25 to life for shooting somebody in the head, for murdering somebody. Can I therefore go onto Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and kill them? And it's like, well, I'm going to let this one go. We'll just call it time served. Like... It is the dude. Can we really start thinking about something? And is that something they're going to use for Harley later on? Because the way this worked. Yo, you know how you could hurt people? You can kill men left and right. You can kill a woman if necessary. Kids, it's getting a little tricky, but you could technically kill a kid off camera, off panel, because, you know, whatever, right? This is getting really dark, right? But you know how, like, you're a monster if you kill a dog? Yo, I don't care what you did. I don't care what's going on. I don't care who the person is. Like, if the Pope shot a dog, the Pope would be crucified. And, like, not even in what would be considered a good way. He'd be, like, upside down, hanging from... it would be really bad, right? Nobody would ever forgive that dude. And they use a dog against Batman. And this is a comedy. This was awesome. Guys, I loved this book. I genuinely loved this book. Now, I'm going to get to the spoiler a little bit here because I was dying about this. So if you didn't read this comic book yet, this should have been more than enough for you to go out and get this comic book. Bruh. Here's the thing where it starts to get... It's a comedy book, and where even I was starting to get a little bit bothered by this. Batman's car was stolen. I don't want to hear about teleportation and blah, blah. If you teleport the car and moved it over this way, fine. Batman's got a tracking device on his car. We don't just erase Batman's history because you got a little story to tell about that was funny. Nah, man. Nah. There's also a part in here where Batman gets chumped. where Floyd goes and says, Floyd Lawton, Deadshot, he goes and says, like, I was pardoned. And Batman's like, not by me. And he's like, that's not how the law works. And like Floyd made a lot of sense. There might be some people who would be like, well, Batman wouldn't say that. Y'all know you're wrong, right? You know that's exactly something Batman would say. You haven't been pardoned by me. In fact, I'm almost positive he said that before. In the comic book, forget about the movies. I don't care what you do in a movie. I'm never gonna like a movie that much. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like a comic book is concerned, I'm pretty sure he said that even in a comic book before. So I didn't want to hear that. All right, that was the most realistic thing that Batman did in this entire comic book. I'm saying. But like stealing his car and he ain't got a tracking device. Like the car didn't blow up and turn into a giant prison, a big radar ring, and just capture capture Wink. Like, come on now. All that being said, he did get that He should get that 24 million now. All right, so he should be able to just buy a new car. Anyway, this was fun, and this is a comedy book. This is a high humor book. It's not about it's Tom Taylor. No, Tom Taylor does serious stuff too. All right, look at Deceased. All right, where's the humor in Deceased? Like the main story of Deceased. Where's the humor there? Exactly. Nah. Tom Taylor is a prolific writer. He does a whole bunch of different things. Let it go. All right, just let that go. This was a really good story. I like this. If you get over the fact that it's just a book about humor, it's a humor-themed book, I think you'll be all right with it. I'm out. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Throw up a like. Class dismissed.